Now please help me welcome my roommate, the man who can't wear his flip-flops as they aren't absolutely perfect, Vedant Divekar.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today, I've part of the last 18 whole years of my life. I won't be a child anymore. Today, I turn into a man. With all the responsibilities and challenges that come up in my life, today is when I separate myself with the recklessness, irresponsibility, and awkwardness that comes with being a child. So, I would love to share what came along to build a man that stands on the stage today, and to tell you the story of what got me from this little kid to this 13-year-old with a thick Indian accent.
Hi, Vedant Divekar. There are few critics of the Hebron Academy which I made today. Enjoy the video and thanks for
And finally, this man. My journey began as a little Indian boy in a family with my parents and grandparents. I was a wild toddler, and all I wanted to do was dance and learn, complete opposites of me today. This was where I picked up all of my intellectual abilities, and the only person I can thank is my mom. She began teaching me herself when I was very young. She quit her job when I was born and introduced me to my fascinations in math and science, and as well as teaching me English since I could first talk. While my mom was my teacher, my dad was my coach, like my dad. He was the first to place a soccer ball at my feet when I could first walk, and every other moment he had a chance to. My best memories from my dad from back home. I've been watching my favorite soccer team, Manchester United, and him watching and critiquing my every move at all my soccer games and trials. He's always the first to text me or call me after every game here at Hebron, be it soccer or tennis. With all that I've told you till now, you might think I am the only child. And that might be because I only mention happy thoughts, and not my sister that I had at 5. She took all my limelight and is the reason I developed into an introvert between the age of 6 and 12. All jokes aside though, my sister is the one person I've most underappreciated in my life. In a way that she will never understand, she has helped me to become the man I am today. The little toughness that I've developed comes 100% from her. As a 5-year-old, I vowed to protect my sister and will forever do so. My drive for success and my insanely competitive spirit comes because I want to do everything better than her in order to lay down a path for her success, much like I have at Hebron and beyond in college. I like to think of my story until today as building a house, with my family as the walls to the house. But no house is good with just walls. And this is where my two sets of friends come in. The first at the floor and the base of everything I believe in and I've come to be. And the second is much like the furniture in the house, important to complete the whole plot. The two sets of friends are divided by country. The first is my friends back home. The lifelong bond that I created with them can be attributed to one common interest that happens to be soccer. We began as the only competitive team in our whole school in grade 2 and built connections between the 20 or so of us that have continued on long after soccer and school finished. Although our organized school soccer days are behind us, 2 summers in a row, we have made sure to register men's summer league teams and have enjoyed playing with them as much as we did in school. As I see everyone on different paths, from staying in Mumbai to moving to London, Seattle, or even Toronto, the difference in location will not change the roots, which will always be something we stay true to. And now this leads me to my one big regret, not graduating 10th grade or high school with my friends back home. There were people that were in quarantine all throughout my life, from my oldest friend when I met at 3, to today when I woke up to my phone blasting with birthday wishes and good luck messages on our group chat. Now that leads me to my friends at Hebron, my furniture. Some play a bigger role than others, but all of them are equally important in their own way. Starting with the 4-year seniors that have been by my side through thick and thin, through awkward freshman classes and hard AP courses, Preston, Leah, Peyton, Alex, Krish, Eliza, and Pete have all stayed true to the cause and have truly seen everything and every side of me at Hebron. The next club is exclusive and includes 3 meaningful people, and these are my roommates. Moses, last year, has taught me a lot about my life and how to fight against the negatives and how to relish the positives. Ryan and Liam have been through everything this year, from Ryan's procrastination to Liam's absolutely wonderful sing-alongs to Taylor Swift. And then finally is a special college freshman that's helped me develop skills in business and hustling, and has helped supported me in growing my political opinion. Ben Bryce. He's a man that has ability to convince a broke high school student to buy Krispy Kreme donuts for 4 times the price he's bought them. It's going to be a fun summer when he comes to visit India and potentially starts the newest, biggest business in the world. Now, there are many people, however, who don't fall in a specific group that deserve recognition. And you know who you are, either sitting or standing in the audience or out in the world finding yourself. Finally, what ends the construction of a good-looking house is its mantelpieces. The mantelpieces are meant to be decorative in the best moment of the homeowner's life. And there are 4 such people who justify and tick all the boxes to such a qualification. They're my host family, the Petrosellis. Josh, or Petra, has been all-knowing, has been my best friend since my freshman year, and a twin brother that I never had. Although to begin with, we barely had similar interests. We figured out our lives and realized a kid from a huge city in India and a kid from a small rural town in Maine could be best friends. Now, as we look forward to our future in college, and all the common colleges we applied to, being roommates is very likely and something I look forward to. Grace is much like my little sister here. Although I might have to take care of Josh more than I would Grace, due to his reliance on me for many things, I will always look out for Grace and have her back like a big brother would after I graduate here. They're my family away from home, and figures in my life that I can rely on 24/7. And I truly mean it. For example, when I went to New York last October to visit colleges, my flight was casually delayed by 8 hours and did not leave until 1 a.m. was slated to leave for a 2:30 a.m. landing. Cassie and John had already vowed to pick me up at the airport at the previously scheduled 7 p.m. That is a normal arrival time, but when I informed them that my flight was massively delayed and I would walk back to school, they got mad and offered to pick me up 5 hours after their usual bedtime at 3 a.m. and did not bat an eye. So every year, since my first fall at Hebron 4 years ago, I've lived with the Petrosellis and I've built a connection much like their third child. I will always be thankful for everything they've ever done for me. Now, as I come to the end of my last word, and the description of the house built by the people that helped me become the man that stands on the stage, there's one final thing to say. To the people who have shaped me over the course of my life, I will be eternally thankful. Thank you.